class, my assigned topic is the dimensions of project-based multimedia learning, which are the core curriculum, real-world connection, extended time frame, students' decision-making, collaboration, assessment, and multimedia. Core curriculum. At the foundation of any unit of this type is a clear set of learning goals drawn from whatever curriculum or set of standard is in use. We use the term core to emphasize the project-based multimedia learning should address the basic knowledge and skills all students are expected to acquire and should not simply be an enrichment or extra credit activity for a special few. Often, these projects lend themselves well to multidisciplinary or across curriculum approaches. It is the body of knowledge, skills, and attitude expected to be learned by all students, generally related to a set of subject and learning areas that are common to all students, such as languages. Through the core curriculum, the students will gain foundation of knowledge of human cultures and the physical and natural world. It develops principles of personal and social responsibility for living in a diverse world and advanced intellectual and practical skills that are essential for all the learning. Real world connection. It is like a velveteen rabbit in Marjorie Williams' famous story. Project-based multimedia learning strives to be real. It seeks to connect students' work in school with the wider world in which students live. You may design this feature into a project by means of the content chosen, the type of activities, the type of products, or in other ways. What is critical in the is that the students, not only the teacher, perceive what is real about the project. So, it involves learning allows students to actually experience or practice concept and skills as opposed to learning that is theoretical and idealistic. So, the students are more engaged and interested in a subject if it is clear how the information they are learning is relevant to the world around them. So, making real world connection promotes students' achievement through the authenticity of the learning. So, the learning and the result of the learning are directed to the audiences beyond the school. So, it supports character education as relationship between the community, the school, and the students are enhanced. An extended time frame, it is a good project is not a one-shot lesson. It extends over significant period of time. The actual length of a project may vary with the age of the students and the nature of the project. It may be days, weeks, or months. What's important is that students experience a succession of challenges that culminates in a substantial final product from which they can derive pride and a clear sense of accomplishment. So, extended time frame, they complete the task more slowly and often do not finish tasks in the time allotted. In this case, extended time may give these individuals the opportunity to fully demonstrate their skills and the ability in a way that would not be captured in a situation where they were under more rigorous time. Next is the student decision making. In this project-based multimedia learning, students have a say. Teachers look carefully at what decisions have to be made and divide them into teachers and students based on the clear rationale. For example, a teacher may limit students to a single authoring program to minimize complications that might arise were students allowed to use any software they choose. And yet, she can also give students considerable leeway in determining what substantive content would be included in their projects. Though the teacher is clearly in charge, she tries to enlarge the area for students to make decisions about the form and content of their final products as well as the process for producing them. So, students' decision making is a decision making opportunities should engage students in solving genuine problems and making substantial decisions that will promote critical thinking skills. So, the student should possess the knowledge and ability needed to make informed decisions. Decision making plays a vital role in the life of students because it diverts the students from falling into the trap that manage the students and save their career. Next is collaboration. We define collaboration as working together jointly to accomplish a common intellectual purpose in a manner superior to what might have been accomplished working alone. Students may work in pairs or in team of as many as 5 or 6. The goal is for each student involved to make a separate contribution to the final work and for the whole to be greater than the sum of the parts. Collaborative projects not only involve many features of typical cooperative learning strategies but also transcend them in this focus on synergy and the production of a jointly authored multimedia product. Collaboration improves the way your team work together and problem solving. This leads to more innovation, efficient processes, increase student success, and improve the communication. Next is assessment. Regardless of the teaching method used, data must be gathered on what students have learned. When using project-based multimedia learning, teachers face additional assessment challenges because multimedia products by themselves do not represent a full picture of students' learning. Students are gaining content information, becoming better team members, solving problems, and making choices about what new information to show in their presentation. We considered assessment to have the three different rules in the project-based multimedia context, which are the activities for developing expectations, activities for improving the media products, and the activities for the compiling and disseminating evidence of learning. So, this will helps learner to see what they are aiming for the unders for and understand what they need to do to achieve those aims. So the benefits for you as a teacher is that you gain insight into your students' level of understanding of a particular concept or topic. This helps you to support individual students to progress. And the last is the multimedia. In multimedia projects, students do not learn simply by using multimedia produced by others. They learn by creating it themselves. The development of such programs as Hyper Studio, KidPix, and Letscape Composer has made it possible for students of all ages to become the authors of multimedia context. As a students design and research their projects, instead of gathering only written notes, they also gather and create pictures, video clips, recordings, and other media objects that will later serve as the raw material for their final product. In multimedia, it is a good way for communication because that can easy to communicate and understand what they say. It can help the students to develop order thinking skills. It provides easy access and fast delivery of tutorials, course materials, tests, and quizzes to users. With the help of multimedia, students can learn at home without any personal instructor or teachers.